So let's start with some of the most easiest ones. So first formula, which this is the easiest identity which you will face. The first one is x plus y to the whole square is equals to what? X square plus 2xy plus y square, and x minus y to the whole square, that is x square minus 2xy plus y square. Any student of maths would have learned this formula by heart. This can be utilized in number of ways. Just in calculations that might be utilized to simplify to factorization. For example, if I give you, okay, let's find 29 square. Now 29 square, you should be remembering it, but if you do not remember 29 square, you can utilize this formula. Why? Because you can write this as 30 minus 1 whole square. So by using this formula, that will 30 square, that is 900, plus 1 square, that is 1, minus 2 into 3 into 30 into 1, that will be equals to 60. So that will give you what? That will give you 940, that will give you 841. So that will give you 29 square is equals to 841. Okay. In the similar sense, let's talk about if I may want 26 square. So I can utilize this in calculations also, like 26 can be written as what? 25 plus 1 whole square. So 25 square, that is equals to 625 plus 1 plus 2 into 25 into 1. So that will be equals to 625 plus 50 plus 1. So that will give you what? 676. So these type of calculations can be done easily if you train your mind to use these formulas. Okay, either in factorization and all, this is normally used. Okay, so on the similar term, the next formula which with the degree 2 are degree. First of all, let's take the formulas which are of a degree 2. So the second formula which comes is x plus y into x minus y, that will be equals to x square minus y square. Okay, so this can be utilized in factorizing and simplifying the expressions. Now third formula for the degree 2 will be for a trinomial. Till now we are using only binomials. There might we will be using trinomials like a plus b plus c whole square. Till 10th you haven't used this much, this wasn't too much, but still we are going to use this. Okay, a plus b plus c whole square, that will be equals to a square plus b square plus c square. That means you square the first, you square each and every term. Okay, plus 2 times. Now first we'll multiply a with b, then a with c, then b with c. Now you see what we have done over here. We have created pairs of whatever pairs we can make out of ABC. They are pairs of what? Pairs of 2. Okay, out of 3. So if you want, you can generate a general formula out of it as well. If there are n numbers, let's say x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 till xn. Now this is just for information. You need not to remember this thing, but if you can understand, then it will be fine. Otherwise, still here it is fine. Just for additional information, I am giving you that this can be written as what? You square each and every term, x1 square plus x2 square plus x3 square till xn square. Okay, plus 2 times. Now make all the pairs, that you can make out of these n. So first x1 will be multiplied by x2, x1 multiplied by x3 till x1 with xn, then x2 multiplied by x3, because x1 x2 is already counted, na? So till x2 into xn, and it will go on till what? It will go on till xn minus 1 into xn. So okay, so as the number of terms are more, the number of terms will be more over here. So till for 3 it will, you can utilize this, but after this is generalized formula. But you can see this is what? This is called the sum taken 2 at a time. What this is called? This is called sum taken 2. This is the sum of all the numbers taken 2 at a time. At a time we are just taking 2 numbers, we multiply them and we add all those pairs. Okay, that's what we are doing. So what you can simplify this as sum, the square of the sum will be equals to sum of the squares plus 2 times sum taken 2 at a time. What we will call this at? Sum taken 2 at a time. This is a general formula. So if you get a plus b plus c plus d whole square, then you can utilize this. How? if it is a plus b plus c plus d whole square, what you can do is square each and every one. A square, b square plus c square plus d square plus 2 times. Now create the pairs. So a will make with b, a with c, a with d. Then b is already made with a, so therefore b with c, then b with d, then c will make with d. So these are the 6 pairs which we are getting over here. So this is the formulation for a plus b plus c plus d whole square. Okay, so this is one thing. Okay, now as far as the degree 2 is concerned, I can just add up some more important results which you might be used, because look, in manipulation what happens, if you have seen a certain manipulation previously, then you will always have an idea within your head that okay, this can be done. So whenever it is required, you will have an idea within your head, and only then you can utilize it. Manipulation does not strike immediately. It's just like 1 in 1,000 times that a random manipulation uh, uh, will be within your head. Okay, let's do this like this. It won't happen that. It will only happen if you have seen a manipulation like this anywhere somewhere else. So, so I'm just giving you some sort of those ideas, like if x plus y whole square plus x minus y whole square is added. So what you will be getting? You will be getting twice of x square plus y square. Now, if I subtract these two, x plus y whole square minus x minus y whole square, that will be equals to what? That will be equals to 4 times xy. How? You can just expand those formulas of x plus y whole square and x minus y whole square, then you can simplify this. Okay. Now, but one very important result out of this, what I want to tell you is this. Remember this manipulation is utilized in n number of chapters in the coming 2 years. Okay. The formulation is x to the power 4 plus x square y square plus y to the power 4. Now I can factorize this. I can factorize this how? What I will do is, let's do this thing. X to the power 4 plus twice of x square y square plus y to the power 4. But I have made 2 over here. To balance it out, I will do xy square. Subtract over here. Now you can see here it is a perfect square. A square plus 2, but in place of a it is x square, in place of b it is y square. So what I can do, I can simplify it as x to the power x square plus y square whole square minus xy, okay, square. So it can be further factorized into what? It is of the form of a square minus b square. So it is x square plus y square minus xy and x square plus y square plus xy. Hence, the expression x to the power 4 plus x square y square plus y to the power 4 can be factorized into x square plus y square minus xy, x square plus y square plus xy. Okay. Now this type of just like you see it was not a degree 2, it was a higher degree, but it was reduced into the smaller degree. Okay. In the similar manner, we can do more questions like this. Okay, there can be other questions like if I say what is x to the power 4 minus y to the power 4. So now I can write this as x square minus y square. I can write as x square plus y square. Now this x square minus y square can be further factorized into x minus y into x plus y, x square plus y square. Okay. Now, so what I will like to do here is I will like to add a very particular thing which you will be requiring in many places is, always remember x to the power n minus a to the power n. An expression of the form x to the power n minus a to the power n is always divisible by x minus a, wherever n is a natural number. What if you put n equals to 1, n equals to 2, n equals to 3, n equals to 4, x to the power 10 minus a to the power 10 is always divisible by x minus a. This is for sure. Okay. We can prove this when we will studying the factor theorem and all, we can show that okay, easily. And similarly, remember x to the power n plus a to the power n is divisible by x plus a only if n is a odd natural number. Okay, when x is called as odd natural number. Okay, so this is what is the result. So always remember this result, which will be utilized, which can be utilized in many number questions in which the bit of number theory is utilized. Okay. So this is the result which have been utilized widely in exams or KVY or Olympiad, those type of exams. It is being widely utilized. Okay. Now, so now this till now we were doing the formulas based on degree 2. Now let's move on further. Now further formula, just like if I want to write x plus y to the power 3, if I want to write x plus y to the power 4, I want to write x plus y to the power 5. Okay. Now in order to write these formulas, now either you have to remember a lot of things, but what I will tell you simple formulas so that even if you do not remember it, you can write it on the spot. Okay. And for that I will be requiring one thing, I will introduce one thing which is called as Pascal triangle. Now for Pascal triangle, how that Pascal triangle is formed? 1, then write 1 1 over here. Okay. The corners has to be write 1. Now 1 plus 1 is 2, like this. Okay. Now again the corners will be 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay. Now again corner is 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 3 plus 3 is 6. 3 plus 1 is again 4. Now further you can extend it like 1. 1 plus 4, 5. 5 plus 4 plus 6, that is 10. 6 plus 4, that is 10. 4 plus 1 is 5 and end is 1. Again, if you want to further extend it, 1, 5 plus 1 is 6. 5 plus 10 is 15. 10 plus 10, that is equals to 20. This is again 15. 5 plus 1 is 6 and ends with 1. And similarly, you can extend this. You can see a triangular pyramid is being formed. This is what is called as Pascal triangle. Now you will say, how will you going to use it? In order to use it, what you can do is, look, first of all, simply write this like this: x cube, okay, plus x square. Here x cube, y to the power is 0, x square y plus xy square plus y cube. Okay, we have written the terms. We have reduced the power of x from 3 to 0 and increased the power of y from 0 to 3. Okay, similarly you can do over here the x to the power 4, x to the power 3y, x to the power 2y square, then x y cube, then y to the power 4. Here what you can do, x to the power 5, x to the power 4y, x to the power 3y square, x square y cube, then x y to the power 4 and y to the power 5. You written like this. Now you see, this is the row which is utilized for n equals to 2. This is for n equals to 3 for cube. This is used for 4 and this is used for n equals to 5 and this will be used for n equals to 6. How? Now for 3, you see 3, so you will write 1 3 3 1. So the formula for this is x cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square plus y cube. Although you will remember this formula automatically when you will be utilizing this many number of times, but still. Now, but this formula is less used, so you won't be remembering it. So what you can do, 1, here it is 4, 6, 4, 1. Put plus sign in between. So this is the formula for x plus y to the power 4. For x plus y to the power 5, it will be 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. And put a plus over here, you will get a formula for x plus y to the power 5. Similarly, you can extend for x plus y to the power 6, x plus y to the power 7 and so on. Okay. So this is easier method. Now you will say, sir, what will happen if it is x minus y? So if it is x minus y, then it is much more easier. Simply what you have to do, you have to, in this formula, whatever you got for x plus y to the power 3, you can utilize this formula as again for x minus y to the power 3. Why? The simply you have to replace y by minus y. So if you replace y by minus y, it will be what? It will be x cube minus, there will be alternate plus minus, okay, 3x square y plus 3xy square plus that will be minus y cube. For x minus y to the power 4, it will be x to the power 4 minus 4x cube y plus 6x square y square minus 4x y cube plus y to the power 4. X minus y to the power 5, it will be reduced into x to the power 5 minus 5 times x to the power 4y plus 10 times x cube y square plus 10 times x square y cube plus 5, this will be, it will be minus, then plus 5 times x y to the power 4 minus y to the power 5. So these are the formulas for x minus y whole cube, x minus y to the power 4, x minus y to the power 5. Okay. Now regarding these formulas for x plus y whole cube, we can do certain more manipulations like this, which will be useful for you. Like, as you know that x plus y whole cube. What was x plus y whole cube? X plus y whole cube was x cube plus y cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square. Now you can further factorize into this form. X cube plus y cube plus, you can take 3xy common, you will be having x plus y. From here you can find the expressions for what? You can find the expression for x cube plus y cube. X cube plus y cube can be written as x plus y whole cube minus 3xy into x plus y. So that will be what? X plus y whole, you can take common, okay, and you can write it x plus y whole square. So x square plus y square plus 2xy minus 3xy. So it will be x plus y into x square minus xy plus y square. So these are the two formulas. Okay, these are the two formulas. One formula is this and another formula is this for x plus y whole cube. Similarly, for x cube minus y cube, you can have, you say, replace y by minus y. So it will be what? X minus y whole cube plus 3xy into x minus y, and you can further simplify it as x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square. Now remember, in case of x cube minus y cube, here it comes plus, and in case of x cube plus y cube, here it comes minus. Okay, so this is one manipulation that can also be utilized. Okay, so you can simplify this. Now you can utilize this thing here, this part, in rationalization also. Like whenever you rationalize, okay, if you remember, whenever we used to rationalize the things, just like in order to rationalize x minus y, what we multiply? X plus y. In order to rationalize x plus y, what we multiply? X minus y. But if it is x to the power 1 by 3 plus y to the power 1 by 3, what should we multiply? Now we have to make the whole cube, so we have to multiply x to the power 2 by 3 minus x ki power 1 by 3, y ki power 1 by 3 plus y ki power 2 by 3. If it is x to the power 1 by 3 minus y to the power 1 by 3, then it will be x to the power 2 by 3 plus x ki power 1 by 3, y ki power 1 by 3 plus y to the power 2 by 3. So these are the rationalizing factor for these cube roots. These formulas were utilized for what? X to the power 1 by 2 root x plus root y. So what was the rationalizing factor? Root x minus root y. If it is root x minus root y, what will be the rationalizing factor? Root x plus root y. Why do we use rationalization? To change the fractional powers into the integral powers. So this is what we will do for in case of cube roots. Okay, so this can be utilized over here. Okay, now, so in this part, now I will just add two more things. One thing is, what is the expression for x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz? Okay, so x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz, it factorizes into what? X plus y plus z into x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. This is a very important expression you should remember, because you might be remembering that x cube plus y cube plus z cube, if this is equals to 3xyz, then we normally say there are two outputs which can be there, that x plus y plus z is equal 0. JE have utilized this expression many number of times. Okay, so x plus y plus z is 0 or x equals to y equals to z. ये आप लोगों ने 10th में पढ़ा होगा. This might be utilized in 10th class. Okay, but now from here you can say if this product is equal, this is equals to 0. If this is equals to this LHS will become 0. So this product will be 0. It will be 0 when either of them is 0. So if I can see that x plus y plus z is 0 is justified over. But how come this comes? So let's see a manipulation. You have to remember this part. Okay, x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. What I am doing here is I am just multiplying with 2 the whole term. So twice x square plus twice y square, okay, plus twice of z square minus 2xy minus 2yz minus twice of zx. Now I am just manipulating it like this. Okay, like x square plus y square minus 2xy plus y square plus z square minus twice of zx zy plus z square plus x square minus twice of zx. Now you can see this is what? This expression. This expression will be equals to what? This expression will be x minus y whole square plus y minus z whole square plus z minus x whole square. Now you know every square is always greater than equals 0. So this expression has to be greater than equals 0. And this expression will be equals to 0 if and only if. Now some of the non-negative quantities will be 0 if and only if all of them is 0, because in order to get a 0, something should be positive and something should be negative. But here nothing can be negative. No, nothing can be negative. If there is nothing can be negative, so no one can be positive as well, because as we want the total sum as 0. So in order for to do that, it is neither negative, it is neither positive, hence what is left? Only 0. So hence all the three squares has to be 0 simultaneously. Remember, simultaneously. Therefore x equals to y equals to z. Okay. So whenever this expression is equals to 0, first of all, this expression factorizes into what? This can be written like this. Okay. This expression will always be greater than equals 0, and this will be equals to 0 if and only if x plus y, x equals to y is equals to z. So in this part I have covered all the algebraic identities which you should be remembering. This is a good recap, so that you should make a list of formula of these things and keep for further references. As you will be using more and more number of times, you will be remembering those things and you will be able to utilize those things as or when the time comes in a question or in a manipulation. Okay, so let's meet in the second part.